rebooted, Bang&Olufsen, rebooted, Bang&Olufsen, rebooted, Bang&Olufsen, rebooted, Bang&Olufsen.
Hello and welcome to another Bang-atorial. This is one I sort of promised to make. I'm sure you're all terribly excited by the fact that, yeah, I'm doing something from the interior of a car. Now, I've hopefully shown the film before I've spoken to you, and we're inside a 1979 E21 3 Series, and the thing that you'll notice is that on UK spec and American spec ones, they actually annotated all of the controls. So, well, most of the controls, not all of them. Some were fairly obvious, of course. But things like the heating system, where the lights are, very, very useful. I think it tells you there's the fan there, there's the lighter there, just in case you didn't know. There's a vent, which it can be on or off, or warm or cold. This particular one has factory air conditioning, so there's an air conditioner, and it tells you where which one is the air and which one will control the cold. There's only two knobs, but there you go. And then the lights down here, which is a very good system. You just pull them out and twist for this, that and the other. Rear fog is there, but it's a blank, and front fog is there, but it's a blank. But at least it marks what they are. So always very useful, certainly if you ever get into a hire car, was to have everything annotated for you. But there you go, BMW thought about it, and yeah, and they said what we'll do is make it so that idiots can drive this car. But it wasn't really like that. I mean, it just made things a lot clearer. As a car salesman, you had to know what everything did, because that was your job. And this helped a bit, but you know, it just no one reacted badly to it at all. No one said, why does it say what it is there? But that was something that was done in the 60s and 70s. You look at several car interiors, you can see what the issue is. Now, very interestingly, for this, now I did used to sell these, not brand new. I was a year out for brand new, but sold a lot of used ones. And everybody liked them. Had a quartz clock, but it was an analog clock in the E21. Now, very soon after, when it went to the E30, they changed it to a digital clock. So from a nice square face, one of mine doesn't work for some reason. It's conked out after 40-something years, so that's a shame, but I'll sort it out. And what BMW did, yeah, they put a digital clock, and the customers reacted very, very badly to it, and they changed back within a year. Now, I don't know what year it was, but there was a year where they did it for a little while. Customers did not like it at all because it looked like a cheap digital watch, and they were in a premium car. So they very, very quickly said, no, we don't like that, because it was a little tiny little postbox digital readout. Whereas the clock is very classy, and they went back to the clock. The other thing is that computers, didn't get many computers in cars at the time, and we're even going back before the Rover talking one as well. But there was on all of the range, 3, 5, 6 and 7 was standard, I think, on the Special Equipment 7 Series and some of the upper 6s. There was a computer, and it lived on the left-hand side of the dashboard, and it was very interesting. It would tell you all sorts of things apart from temperature. You could ask it to do things. It was a calculator. You could, if you wanted to add something up, because you were doing a share deal that day, it would help you. The interesting thing that it would do, if you programmed in a set of numbers or just punched them in, it would act as an anti-theft device, so that before you turn the key, you had to program in your secret 4-digit number. And when you were selling the cars, this was something that you could do, because it looked quite good, because you say to the customer, look, this is an extra thing to impress your friends with. give me your 4 favourite numbers, we'll program it in, and that's the only way it would start. So yeah, put the wrong numbers in, you turn the key, wouldn't happen. And customers like that. What you mustn't ever do, though, is forget what the numbers are, because sometimes the customers would, because they just give numbers off the top of their head, and you'd be stranded. But you wouldn't, because you could get round it all by just unplugging the battery, and that would zero everything, and it was okay. So yeah, that was a bit of fun that you could have with people. But on the whole, yeah, what we don't want in cars, and yeah, when car companies listen to customers about the digital clock, I think most companies don't want an iPad in a car. It's cheaper, it's easier to do. There's probably all sorts of very cost-cutting reasons why manufacturers like it. Maybe manufacturers are just softening us up for the time when we won't be driving as much. There'll be a Johnny cab doing it all for us, and we sit in the back and read the papers or watch Netflix or something like that. I don't know. But there you go. Yeah. The interiors of cars were better in the old days. All cars in the old days were better. Car salesmen were much, much better. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that. It was just a bit of fun to just point out what it was like, pointing features and benefits out to customers when you wanted them to buy a car. Not the most exciting video I've ever done. I don't think I've ever done an exciting video, but this wasn't one of them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe and something. But buy a book or something like that. That'd be great. And I'll speak to you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Rebooted. Bang-O-nomics.